Hi everyone, Merry Christmas! Welcome to December Faith Inspirations. I'm so glad that you're here. And today we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to do the mini challenge together, so I'm super excited about that. But before we get started, I want to just make sure that I say hi to you guys and make sure that we are live on Facebook. So I'm just going to do a quick check and make sure we are good to go. So hold please while I just check and make sure that we actually are live. Yep, we are live on Facebook, so I hope that I'll be seeing you guys join real soon. Okay, so if you are joining me today for our challenge, some of the supplies I have that I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using some acrylic paint. So I'm going to have the Blue Kazoo is the one I'm going to use, the King's Gold and the Apple Barrel. And then I think I might try this Golden Fluid Iridescent Gold that I have. So I'm going to probably use these. So if you're joining me, yeah, grab it. I may use the like mocha that I used in the challenge. So, you know, if you want to grab those, feel free. Or you can use whatever color you want. But those are our challenge colors. So I'll be going to do the challenge with you. And yeah, what else will I be using? I've got some twine. So I just grabbed some twine. I had another, oh, here it is. I have some kind of baker's twine for my tags because our challenge this month is tags. I have a hole punch. So I'm just going to use my little old, I don't know if this, I think this is called a crocodile. I've had it forever. Some scissors. Some tag templates that I have that you get in your kit this month. I might use stamps, so I grabbed them, and some acrylic paint. So now, that's not acrylic paint. That is jet black archival ink. I might use that too for my tags. And let's see what else I'll be using. Obviously, I'll be using the challenge. Maybe I'll grab a paintbrush, and let's see. I have this rounded all, which I think would be really cool. I've got some other stuff in front of me. I've got some cardstock that I might use. I've got some old hymnal paper that I think would be really fun. And I've got some coasters that I think will make a really good like backing. So if you are joining with me, grab what you have. We're going to be talking about Isaiah chapter 7, verse 14 during our time today. And I did want to mention real quickly for the giveaway this month, if you guys would like to join in the giveaway, Bible Journaling Ministries is going to give away one meal for every comment we get on our channels. So if you go to the Bible Journaling Ministries YouTube channel or this channel, Faith Inspirations YouTube channel, and leave a comment this month, anywhere between the days of Advent. So I think it's the days of Advent is as long as it's going. And you leave a comment, then we will donate a meal for every comment that we get. So hopefully we can send a lot of meals to some really hungry people this year. We would love to do that. So hopefully you guys are up for the challenge and have a lot of fun with me. So let's see. Are you guys saying anything in the comments? I'm not seeing anything in the comments. So let me know that you're here. Say hi and let me know where you're joining me from. And I'd love to know, how cold is it where you are today? So in Phoenix, we're in the 60s. It's pretty nice. Tucson, I was in Tucson yesterday just running an errand for my father-in-law, and we headed up to Oracle, Arizona, and I think it was in the 40s there. It was super cold. It was super cold. All right, let me see if you guys are saying anything in the comments as well. I'm just going to go there. There we go. Oh, now I'm seeing some comments. Okay, so now they're coming in. It was taking a little bit for my software to come through. And so Buffalo, I think is probably pretty cold. Oh, let me just double check. Faith, let me make sure I'm answering any comments. Oh, so Sue, it looks like your temps are going to in the 30s. That's really cold. That's really cold. Hi, Deborah. Good to see you. Beth, nice to see you. Oh, Beth. Yeah, I was in the comments in the family meeting. So Shellen she did such a wonderful job. Shellen just makes me smile when I listen to her. She's so calm and I don't know. I really enjoy listening to her. So I was there. I just wasn't the face. That was Shellen. So I'll be back in the Bible Journaling Ministries live December 29th. So we'll be talking about not having New Year's resolutions, if you can believe it. We're going to do something a little bit different. Jennifer, good to see you in the 50s. Ooh. Sue, you like the cold. You think it's lovely. See, this is why I live in Arizona, because that cold really gets to me. I have a small, tiny house off-grid in northern Arizona, and I went to visit it the other day because I actually had to go pick up my dad for his surgery, and we decided to take some stuff up to this off-grid cabin that we have, and I think it was... earlier that day it was in the 30s for sure, but by the time we got there it was in the 40s, and I was just like, this is not for me. Like, there's no heat in the off-grid cabin, so yeah, it's not for me. So I have to be in Phoenix. Yeah. Hey Arlene, good to see you. Yeah, I think Shellen did a great job. I missed you too. So I hope that you guys will participate in the giveaway, and I would love to see how many comments we get and how many meals we could send. I'm prepared. I've saved up a lot of money to be able to buy those meals, and we'll be going through the St. Mary's Food Bank this year. So I'm excited to see that money be spent more towards something that's more useful than Tracie's craft collection. And Tracie's craft supplies. So I do, with Lonnie and I, we each get like a little bit of money that we get through the month, right? So we have a little bit of, like, we call it just our own, what do we call it? Like our own monies. I don't know. It's not an allowance, but it's just like he gets like a little bit of money and I get a little bit of money, and I get to use it for whatever I want, and we don't discuss that. Like, and he gets to use it for whatever he wants, and we don't have to worry about it. And it's small, but I've been saving mine, so I'm hoping to give away all of it, and we'll see. So the challenge is up to you guys. So be sure to stop by either the Faith Inspirations YouTube channel or the Bible Journaling Ministries YouTube channel. Leave a comment. Leave multiple comments. We'll see how many. I can't wait to see how many we're going to give away. It's going to be so fun. So I hope you'll join me for that challenge. Also, if you're new and you're not a member of Faith Inspirations, this is the last month to get our special discount. So it's half off, and that is the code. Use half off, HALFOFF, if you want to join Faith Inspirations at the lowest price it's going to be. After this, we will be providing some discounts, but it won't be this cheap. So lock it in now if you are interested in being a member of Faith Inspirations. And again, what we do for everything Bible Journaling Ministries related is if you do run into any financial difficulties and you would like to just message us and let us know that's going on, we are more than willing to not take a payment for that month, but still allow you to join in with the fun, because we're here about worshiping our Lord and growing in the Word creatively. So I'd rather have you here having fun with us. Even if that means that, our ministry's not going to, our ministry doesn't have that funding. So just wanted to let you guys know that. Don't hesitate if it's something that you are interested in. Don't worry about funds. We'll figure it out. And if you are completely without funding, go ahead and message support at Bible Journaling Ministries, or you can go to faith-inspirations.com and click the Contact Us button and just let us know you might be interested in either a partial scholarship or a full ride, and let us know. Okay, so hopefully that will encourage you, for my friends that are having some financial difficulties, to still join us. And don't forget that if that's not for you, we still have the freebie. So join us, anyways, on the free plan. You get the card, you get the challenge card, and you just use what you have. So that's the free plan, and you can join that and not be a member and not worry about scholarships and not worry about partial scholarships. So it's all up to you, and we just hope that this helps you grow in the Word. Like, that's what we want to do here. So hopefully that is helpful. And with that, I think it's time to look at our challenge for this month. So I'm going to turn the camera upside down and you can see my really messy desk. Oh, Sue wanted to know how Dad went with his surgery. My dad did, so it's Lonnie's dad, so I call him Dad Rollins, but I just call him Dad anyways. He had a reverse shoulder, and he was in so much pain prior to the surgery. And after the surgery, he was relieved, which was really good because, I mean, that's how you know he was in a lot of pain. Because after surgery, usually it's really painful. But he said he was feeling much better. So it's all good. And hopefully it will last. Hopefully it will last. But we're looking forward to seeing him healthy and enjoying the things in life that he loves to do, because he's very active. He's in his mid-70s. He's very active. And without this activity, it's very difficult for him in terms of his joy and demeanor. So we're glad. He had a back surgery this year earlier, and then he had his reverse shoulder. So we think he's good. We think he's good. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind keeping him in your prayers, that would be amazing. No, Arlene, in terms of commenting, if you want to, you could comment, anything related to the video would be great. If you are at a loss for anything, just put, feed the hungry. I don't know. Merry Christmas is a good one you could put this month, but it's going to be all comments. So I'm just going to, tally up the comments for the Advent calendar time frame. And then I'm going to take that number and go to St. Mary's and ask them, how much money per meal. And they'll let me know. And then I'll write a check. It'll be great. I'm so excited. So excited that you guys are going to be along for this challenge. So anyways, yay. Okay. Let me see. Did I get the rest of the comments? Yes, prayers do work. Thank you guys so much. They totally do. So you're so right. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around so you can see how messy my desk is. And then we'll look at the challenge card this month. We'll look at the challenge, we'll look at the printables, and the library printable as well. So let me turn this around, and hopefully you can see my messy desk, and it's not too messy. You can see my stomach here. Maybe I should, there you go, that might be better. All right. Hi, Margie, good to see you. I'm so glad that you're here. Okay. So for December, we're having another mini challenge. Now, don't forget, January is going to be our first mega challenge. So you're going to get your big kit in January. But I'm so thankful that we have the mini kits this month, because I think, to me, it's like it's such a busy month that this is definitely, you'll definitely be able to complete this challenge in no time. So hopefully you'll do it. Maybe you'll do it with me today, and we'll be able to do that. So January is going to be your mega challenge. And then Lori Spencer is going to come in and do the overview video and the main video. But I will still be here doing the live with you. So you're welcome to join me for that. And if you miss it, there will be a replay. And that will be on December 29th. So mark your calendars. I'm going to go a little bit early this, before January, because I don't want to miss on the 1st. I usually like to go early if the 1st is on a weekend. So hopefully you guys will join me. Okay, so for our challenge, so for those of you guys that are on the free plan only, you get the little challenge. And so you can just go to faith-inspirations.com, and you can go to the blog section and download just this piece here, which is the challenge. Okay, if you are a paying member or on scholarship, you will go to the challenge tab at faith-inspirations.com, and you will get this page and you will get this templates page. Okay, and if you go to the library tab, you will get the ephemera. So you are welcome to use it in any way you want to. It doesn't have to be for the challenge. Like these, I just loved. I can't wait to do the tags with you today, because I think I'm going to have so much fun using the ephemera again. And I've already done the video and I've already done the tags, so I'll show you my example. But I just am so excited about doing it again, because I just really loved our little modern style Holy Family ephemera this month. So I love to, I don't mind using it again because I have so much fun. So December 2023 is our month, and our verse focus is going to be Isaiah chapter 7, verse 14. And it says, "Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. Behold, the virgin will conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel." And I love this because, Emmanuel means God with us. And it's just so powerful. And it's such a blessing, right? As a daughter of God, to just know that, he came with us. He, came as a human, in the form of a human, but he was so perfect. And, it's just, and then he went through so much to save us. I don't know. I don't have good words to express my love and adoration of him. But the Holy Spirit knows my heart. And so I know that the Lord knows how much I love him and how much I am so grateful for Jesus. Our mini challenge is going to be tags. So in the challenge, you're just going to create a tag for your faith art. And you can do it multiple times. So you can make tags for Christmas gifts. You can use the ephemera in anything that you want. You can make tags like Shallon did for our Bible Journaling for Beginners community. She has a whole video where she made a tag and she did what's called a tip out in her Bible. So hopefully you will enjoy that tutorial that she's providing this month in Bible Journaling Ministries website. So I just thought that was really cool when she showed that today during the live. Our challenge colors are going to be Award Blue, Golden Sunset, and King's Gold in the Apple Barrel paint line. But if you have the Artza set or the Arteza acrylic set, if you have the 100 count, it will be A502, A301, and A104. And then we have our Wordfetti that you can use, which I used and loved. And so that is your page 1. And then page 2, you're going to get your tag template. Now, I love the tag template because I am always looking, when I'm trying to do tags, for my tag punch, because I have a tag punch, but I can never find it. So what I love is that I have these tags here, and I just laminated them, and I put them on a ring, and now they just set in my craft cart. So anytime I do tags, I can just grab the size that I want. And you can see here the sizes, I made them standard. So the size 1, 2, 3, the size 5, and the size 8 standard size tags. So if you were to go to the store and get size 8 tags, this is the size that they would give you. So I tried to make the template standard sizes. There's only one that's not standard, and that was just because I wanted to make one that would fit in this blank spot. So I tried to use the common sizes too, so that you would have that. So you could make your own tag templates and have it by your desk. And honestly, I don't use my tag punch anymore because number 1, I never can find it. But number 2, this is at my desk and it's so much easier. And it's free. It's part of your kit, so essentially free. Essentially. So that is the tag template. And then when you go to your library, you have the new modern style Holy Family ephemera. And I just love this. I just love how modern it looks. And I wanted to use colors that were challenging because in December, we are always seeing the reds and the greens. And I wanted to, and if you're lucky, sometimes you see the nice baby blue, frosted baby blue with the white cream color together. But I was like, I want to go completely away from those colors and give you something more of a challenge. So that's why you get the Golden Sunset, the King's Gold, and the Award Blue colors kind of throughout your ephemera. So hopefully that is fun for you. Let me show you my examples. My example, the one that you will do with me. Now again, if you're on the free track, you get these videos because they're just going to be on YouTube for everyone to see as a blessing to you guys. So you'll get the tutorial even if you don't have the printable. So don't worry about it. do whatever the Lord has provided to you. That's what we want you to do. All right, so for mine, I did put it in my art journal, and this was my example from November. So I went here in December and did this one, and I put my challenge on the left side, and then I did this kind of geometrical design, which I loved with this art page, and then I put the verse here, and then I made a little pocket. So there's a little pocket there. And so my tags, one of them says Merry Christmas. And again, this is artwork you won't find anywhere. This is unique to you, exclusive to our ministry. This one says, on this day the world changed. This one is just Mary with the baby. I just love this one. And then you have the Holy Family here. And I just used in the video a cereal box, or probably it was a Wheat Thin box, or a Triscuit box maybe. And then I just added my ephemera to it with my ribbon on top. And this one says, Our Savior is Born. So those were my examples. I love this cross kind of in the background too. It's so cool. And I guess I have some extra ones too. So that's my example. And let me see what questions you guys have. And then if you don't have questions, we're going to make some tags. We're going to go ahead and make some tags. So let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Hey, Lisa, you're not really late, hun. I'm glad you're here. Debs, good to see you. I'm glad that you're here too. Okay, so it looks like there's no questions. Oh, Chi, good to see you. So glad that you joined us. Let's see. Arlene, you need to work on the gardening, huh? Dakota was out in our garden today. Dakota's my son. Oh, thank you, Arlene. I'm glad you don't like that it's red and green. I'm glad that you like that it isn't red and green, because it is kind of, what colors usually come around. But yeah, Dakota, my oldest son, is out in the backyard harvesting sugar cane. We traded somebody for moringa, which is something we grow in our yard. So we traded a moringa plant for a sugarcane plant last year, and that plant has gone to town. It was so fun to do that trade, and it has really been amazing in terms of producing the sugarcane. So it'll be fun to do that. Hi, Jenny. Good to see you. Yes, our colors are a little bit outside. Oh, your colors are outside are white. Ooh, Sue, I bet that would be beautiful. Is it just the snow, or are you just kind of also have a white color theme as well? Okay, let me know. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do the challenge together. But before we do the challenge, I'm going to open us up in prayer, and then I'm going to read out of Isaiah chapter 7. Okay, so if you wouldn't mind bowing your head and praying with me. Father God, thank you so much for this opportunity to be with these wonderful, wonderful ladies. And if there are guys, we're so excited you're here. Or if you're watching on the replay. Father, we are just in love with you, and we are just delighted that we get to celebrate the birth of our wonderful Savior this month. And may we remember this each and every day of Christmas. May we put our focus on Jesus this entire month. May we worship and praise him and just be so very thankful for the special gift of his birth. Father, at this time, I invite you to join us and help us to put our focus on you as we worship you with our faith art time today. I pray a special blessing on each and every one joining today and on the replay, Lord, that you will just overflow their cup this month with joy, with peace, with love, and with your comfort. In Christ Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Okay, so sugar cane. You're right, Arlene. I'm gonna probably what I'll do with the sugar cane is drop it in a. Oh, it is. I'll probably, because I haven't done it yet, because I'm not gonna press out the sugar because I don't have a press machine. But what I thought I would do is get some water, boil it, and then boil some of the sugar cane so that it sweetens that hot water, and then drop a tea bag in there. And I think it will be nice. I'm hoping. We'll see. My mom, she likes to take the sugar cane and remove the outer end and just chew on it. but I would like to put it in my tea. In fact, I do have a tea that I made today. So this is my, I make my own tea now. This is my tea bag. And it's got, I was feeling a little under the weather, so it's got some echinacea in there, some elderberry, some rose hips, and ginger. So hopefully, I'm just kind of let it seep in there. Look how dark that is. It's going to be good. I'll probably just put it on ice after this. So it'll be delicious. All right. So let's go ahead. Oh, yes, Sue. So you're saying it's the snow from last night and this morning. I hope you have a fire going. Yes, Lisa, that's what they do. Yeah, they chew it like gum. That's what my mom does too. Isn't that funny? All right, let's talk about the sign of Emmanuel. So if you're with me, we're in Isaiah, and I'm going to read actually Isaiah chapter 7, and I'm going to go all the way through this section. So it'll just take a few minutes, but I think this is a really, when I read it, sometimes I go back and I'm like, oh, I didn't even really think about the context of the verse. And so I would love to just start reading this with you so that we could see the context of the verse that we are very familiar with during Christmas and kind of get a feel for what was going on and what was Isaiah saying and what Ahaz was saying as well. So we're in chapter 7, verse 1 of Isaiah, and I'm going to be reading out of the Zondervan NIV Study Bible, and it says, when Ahaz, son of Jotham, the son of Uzziah, or Uzziah, I'm sorry if I say this wrong, you guys. I apologize in advance for that, and I so appreciate your grace when it comes to my lack of skills with pronunciation. So the son of Uzziah was king of Judah. King Rezin of Aram and Pekah, son of Remaliah, king of Israel, marched up to fight against Jerusalem, but they could not overpower it. Now the house of David was told, Aram has allied itself with Ephraim. So the hearts of Ahaz and his people were shaken as the trees of the forest were shaken by the wind. Then the Lord said to Isaiah, go out, you and your son Jahub, to meet Ahaz at the end of the aqueduct of the upper pool on the road to Launderer's field. Say to him, be careful and keep calm, and don't be afraid. Don't lose heart because of these two smoldering stubs of firewood, because of fierce anger of Rezin and Aram, the son of Remaliah. Aram, Ephraim, and Remaliah's son have plotted your ruin, saying, let's invade Judah. Let's tear it apart and divide it amongst ourselves, and make the son of Tabeel king over it. Yet, this is what the sovereign Lord says. It will not take place. It will not happen, for the head of Aram is Damascus, and the head of Damascus is only Rezin. Within 65 years, Ephraim will be too shattered to be a people. The head of Ephraim is Samaria. The head of Samaria is only Remaliah's son. If you do not stand firm in your faith, you will not stand at all. Again, the Lord spoke to Ahaz. Ask the Lord your God for a sign, whether the deepest depths or the highest heights. But Ahaz said, I will not ask. I will not put the Lord to the test. Then Isaiah said, hear now, you house of David. Is it not enough to try the patience of humans? Will you try the patience of my God also? Therefore, the Lord himself will give you a sign. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and will call him Emmanuel. He will be eating curbs and honey when he knows enough to reject the wrong and choose the right. For before the boy knows enough to reject the wrong and choose the right, the land of the two kings you dread will be laid to waste. The Lord will bring on you and your people and on the house of your father a time unlike any since Ephraim broke away from Judah. He will bring the king of Assyria. So I wanted to just kind of give you a little bit of context before we started doing our faith art together, because mostly because I was really surprised when I read this, when in verse 10 it says, again the Lord spoke to Ahaz, and he's telling Ahaz to do something, and then Ahaz comes in and says he will not do it. I will not ask. And I just don't understand that response, because it seems like, on one hand, it seems like he's being genuine, but on the other hand, the Lord specifically gave him a command. So if the Lord is going to talk to you and give you a command, why would you not just do it? So that was really a struggle for me. And so as I was reading it in the study guide says, since Ahab already decided to rely on Assyria, he did not welcome any confirmation that such reliance was not only unnecessary but wrong. Although Ahaz tries to cover his unbelief with hypocritical piety, Isaiah sees through it and gives him a sign anyways. The sign significant is twofold. Number one, its immediate portent is quite negative. The Assyria Ahab trusted would turn on him and threaten his nation more seriously than Pekah and Rezin would ever. But there's also a positive sense as well, which we'll see in 9 verse 1 through 7 and 11 1 through 6. They'll expand on there. So I found that just interesting as I was reading that, because if the Lord spoke to me, I most certainly probably would freak out first and then do whatever he told me to do. I mean, that's just, I don't know about you, but when the Lord speaks in the Bible, it's pretty bold. At least that's what when I read it, and I just don't see why you just wouldn't do what he told you to do. So I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but the positive sign here, right, is this sign that we are going to see from God. You know, the Lord himself, he will give you a sign. And a virgin will conceive. This is Mary, right? She'll bear a son and shall call his name Emmanuel. And Emmanuel means God with us. So for those of you guys who are like me, and you can't imagine how amazing of a Lord that we serve, that would come to earth, you know, and just, you know, be with us. I hate to say it like this, but man, we're kind of wretched. And he's giving up, you know, heaven to be with us during that time. And, you know, we're not the greatest of all people. And, you know, and then he gave so much of his life in his ministry. And then obviously, you know what happens. So praise God for Jesus. And what an amazing gift as we think about that this Christmas. So I'm going to go ahead and look at comments in a minute, and then I already have my tags already done, these templates, so I'm just going to put this aside, the template, and then I'm going to use my ephemera. And I think what I'll do is I'll grab my coasters here. I bought these coasters from the Goodwill years ago, and I never used them. They're just stacked on my desk. And I thought, boy, they would make some really, really high quality coasters. Not coasters, but tags. So I think that I will just make a tag. Maybe I'll do 2 tags in one. So I thought what I would do was just kind of trace my template on this coaster. Let me get a pencil or a pen and just cut out a couple of them, and we could work on some tags together. And if you have comments or questions, now's a great time to put them in the comments, because then I will come back as I'm doing this and see what you say, and I can respond with you, and we can have a dialogue, which is one of the fun things about these lives, is that we can enjoy a dialogue together. All right, let's see what questions you guys have. Oh, Elizabeth, you're good. I hope the call went well. I'm glad you're here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So you have a fire going. My dad and mom, who live in Strawberry, Dad Rollins, Mom Rollins, not my birth mom and dad, who are also awesome, by the way. For those of you guys who have been following my journey over the last so many years, I have worked diligently to build an amazing relationship with my dad, who is amazing and such a wonderful man. But we didn't always have a good relationship growing up. And now we have an amazing relationship. So my encouragement to you is to not give up on any relationship. And if it's worth the effort, put that effort into it, because it does take effort to build up relationships and make them stronger. And it's never too late. So do it now. If you are struggling with a relationship that you want to improve upon, don't delay. Do it now. And it does take a little bit of humble pie eating as well. It takes a lot of listening, but I am so very thankful. I have the best relationship with my dad, better than when I was a young girl. So I love it. And I get to, share a lot of things that in the past he may not have been interested in hearing, but now I make him hear them. Yes, I do. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying here. Thank you, Arlene, for your grace, and just I so appreciate your grace with my lack of good pronunciation. Thank you so much. Oh, Chi, I'm so glad that you like the tag. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, it is. Huh, I think that's Lisa. Emmanuel is Lisa's son's middle name. God led us to name him that and confirmed it to us. It was a year where the danger in Mexico was really bad where we were, and God wanted us to remember that he was with us and keeping us safe. What a blessing. Oh, Elizabeth, I'm so glad. I believe you're saying that your relationship with your sister is good and is getting better. I love that. It takes work, doesn't it? It does take a lot of work. All right, so let's do our challenge. So we're going to create a tag, and I'm going to use some of my colors here. Let's see which colors. I think I'm going to start with the King's Gold. Let me grab a little piece of something to kind of protect my work surface here. This is just a baking mat. Let me grab something to put the colors on. Just a little bit. Well, a little bit too much there, but that's okay. And I'm going to do my little blue as well. Okay. And let's do the mocha. And I'm just going to create both of these. Ugh. Shake that up. My goodness. That's no good. Maybe I should scoop that back into the bottle, huh? Sometimes if your paints sit for too long, they start to separate. So it's good to shake them up before you use them. All right, let me grab some paint brushes. I'd like to get 3 different kinds of paint brushes. So let me see what I have. Let me just cross the room real quick. I feel like I don't want to rinse after every time I use a color, so not that, I'm being lazy, but it's just, if I just use one color and then I can just come back in and use another color and you won't have to wait, and I can save you guys some time, because I tend to go long on my lives, but I've been working diligently to be succinct as best I can. But I do enjoy our time, so sometimes I kind of go a little bit long. But I try not to. There's a fuzz on that. Let me get that fuzz off. So just a little bit of the gold I'm just going to put on here. And just set that aside so I don't have to worry about that. She says, my son got a hold of my November booklet and ripped it. I don't get to post it either. I'm going to do another for December. Oh, I'm so sorry that your son got a hold of your booklet. He was like, can I have that? Bless his heart. Oh, kids. How old is your son? I like it's kids can do things that sometimes can be frustrating, but it makes me smile now that mine are older. And I remember all those times where they would grab stuff and ruin it, and back in the day sometimes I would get a little bit upset because I didn't have a lot, and things were harder to come by during certain parts of your life, right? But now I wouldn't mind going back and smiling at those a little more. And I don't know, just sometimes life seems to go by so quickly, and before you know it, the little ones are all grown up. So all I'm doing here is just creating blocks of color. I'm just using the blue and the gold, and I'll come in with the mocha in just a minute. But I love to create these little blocks of color because to me it kind of represents more of a modern look to my tag. And you don't have to be too detailed about it. Just, they're tags. And most of the tags, if you're lucky, somebody will save it and put it in something. But for most of the tags that I give people, they kind of go in the garbage, honestly, after they're done with the gift. But if it's hand painted, maybe they'll keep it. I don't know. I think Christmas, it gets exciting for people, and maybe it just ends up in the garbage. And I have been known to take them out of the garbage every now and again and reuse them in a card. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Arlene says, so now I'm going in with the mocha. She says, my dad was anti-Christian, but finally at the age of 85, while in hospice care, he accepted Christ. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. So glad I did not give up on him. He could be so ugly. That must have been really hard. I'm so glad that you didn't give up on him. Yeah, sometimes the ones we love can say things that are hurtful and mean. And, I now will confront. I didn't, when I was younger, say anything. I just would kind of muddle underneath my breath and not say anything because I believed I was respecting my family or whoever it was that was saying that. And now I don't. I don't have, I don't know, like, is it perimenopause? I'm not sure. That gives me less of I don't have the guard that I used to have. I used to be able to, guard my feelings and what I say. I used to be very good at guarding it, and now I'm not. I just will if you say something and it's mean, I will literally say you're being really mean and it's not appropriate and it's not okay. And then usually whoever I'm talking to will say they did not know they were being mean. And then I will say, well, how would, then we'll just have a conversation about it, but we don't yell. We just have a conversation about it. I remember one day, and I won't say names because I don't want to embarrass anybody, but someone said that my husband would make a great wife. And it didn't bother my husband because my husband, because the person was referring to his cooking. My husband really does way better in that department than I do. I'm a baker and I bake very yummy, delicious treats. And when it comes to actually cooking like a meal, I'm okay. But my husband is very good. He's very good at it. And the person said to him, you would make a great wife. And I went to that person privately. And I said, first of all, that's sexist. Second of all, don't say that because of so much, like, personal reasons. I can't share why, but you could be hurting someone's, feelings. They might be going through something and you don't know, and you're going to say this and hurt their feelings. And that person truly apologized. He thought it was a compliment, saying that to my husband. But he didn't know the context of what was going on with my husband at the time. So he was trying to be, trying to give a compliment, but I didn't see it as a compliment because, of certain circumstances. And so when I approached this person, he apologized, and he has not done it again. He's very, very careful about what he says with his words. And so far, so good. So we have to, talk to our loved ones and the, people that we care about, even people we don't care about, right? We're supposed to love our enemies, right? But it's very difficult to talk to people. And I hope that during this season, this Merry Christmas, right, where everyone's joyful, that relationships can be mended and not broken. That we can honor the Lord by, talking to people and giving them a chance. And when this person said that he was trying to be complimentary, but didn't realize the situation, what was going on, and he could see how it could be taken out of, differently. And so he apologized and has not made a comment similar again. And that's awesome. And sometimes, I love this one. I'm trying to debate, like, if I'm going to keep that circle or not. I don't think I will, but I think I'm going to do her, but I might do her on a different one. Like, I think I'm going to paint a different one, because I want to do one that's more circular. So let's do, I have this one already made, but let's do this one. I'd love to have some more circles on the tag. So I'm going to put this aside for just a minute, and I'm going to go in and make some circles here real quickly with this one here. I just want to kind of make a quick circle. So, all to say, maybe the best gift for Christmas is a mended relationship. And it does, I remember when it came to wanting to have a better relationship with my dad, I told a girlfriend of mine, I said, I'm going to putting on my calendar every month to call my dad at least twice. First I said, I'm going to call him at least once a month. And I'm going to do it every month. I'm putting on my calendar, I'm going to call him once a month. And just listen to what he has to say. And then after that, so I started calling him every month. And then one day, he called me back. He called me. Out of the blue, he just called me. And then he started talking, and I was like, great. And then eventually, I started talking. Because I used to just listen to him, and I never would, really tell him how my day was. Because, I don't know. I just didn't know if he would care. I know he did, but, now I don't know what. I think we tell ourselves things that aren't true sometimes. And I think I told myself that he didn't really care. So I didn't share that with him. And then one day, he started calling me. So now we call each other, at least, I would say almost once a week now. Almost. It's pretty amazing. But it started with me saying, I'm just going to call my dad once a week. And I'm going to put it on my calendar. And if it's a short call, it's a short call. But I'm going to try. And I'm going to get over my pride. Because my pride was telling me, don't call him. He should be calling you. Don't, here's all the reasons why, you shouldn't call him. So I had in my brain all these reasons, and I just sucked up my pride. I picked up the phone, and with regularity, I would just call him. And the first time I called him, it was a short call. How you doing? I'm great. Awesome. Well, and then, try to get him to talk a little bit. And then over time, it got better. And then now I talk about myself a lot. Sometimes he likes to talk a lot, and he takes up the conversation. So I have to kind of get in there. So I'm learning how to talk, not over him, but like insert what I have to say. So it's just funny, right? So all to say, it's never too late to mend a relationship and have a good one. I'm definitely working on the one I have with my mom. That one's she's amazing. Like, by the way, like all of my parents, my mom, my dad, their wives, their spouses, their significant others, my husband's parents, they're all amazing. And I'm very blessed. But it does, relationships go two ways. And we have to sometimes work at them a little more than we think we should. And when you do that, I hope that you are rewarded with that. But give it time. Give it time, because it's been 5 years. And now my relationship with my dad is amazing. But it took 5 years to get where we are. And, it took 5 years. Oh, okay. Sue says she believes it has to do with age and having the Lord in our lives. Okay, yeah, okay. Oh, and Frank is a good cook too. That's awesome. Yeah. Sometimes it does have to do with age, and then I have to understand that my dad grew up and my mom and Lonnie's parents, they grew up in a different age. Just like my kids are growing up in a different age. Things are different. Things that my kids say and do, they're beyond me sometimes. And, I have a pretty good relationship with my kids as well. But it takes time and effort, and it's worth it. So that's all. I want to just kind of, as we talk about these wonderful gifts that we get, right? These wonderful gifts in life. I hope that you will remember, what are the best gifts in life? What are the ones worth fighting for? What are the ones worth giving up your time and energy for? Whoa, I don't want to do that. I don't want to put that yellow right next to that yellow. I want that yellow to pop. So I'm just going to come in with a little blue where I almost put that yellow. Yeah, I don't want that yellow to not look like a circle. So I hope that you're having fun with me as we paint these. And as we think about the amazing time that we are in this world. Sometimes we can be a little overwhelmed with the season, right? Sometimes things have happened during the season that can make us dread the season, right? But I hope that we will remember the reason for the season. I know that sounds cheesy, but Jesus is the reason for the season. And if we can set aside some of our, I don't know, grudges. I don't know what the word is. If we can set aside our sometimes pride, right? And ask the Lord, in what way can we glorify Him this Christmas? You might be surprised and you might be delighted with the result. So I hope this encourages you. I know some of us are dreading, the family gatherings, but maybe this will be a moment for you to not dread them, but look forward to them. Okay, so I've got 3 good backgrounds, and I think this one's going to go right here. And I'm debating if I'm going to keep this circle or not, but that one's going to go right there. going to put it aside while it's drying. I'm going to put all this aside because I don't think I want to be painting anymore. And if you don't have paint, that's okay. You can use whatever you have. Watercolor, crayons, colored pencils. It all works. Nothing's wrong. Oh, look at this one. That one's gorgeous. I have to use this one. I hope it will fit. I should have checked before I started this process, but that's okay. So, oh yeah, thank you. Arlene says, it's not cheesy, simply accurate. Let's see. Elizabeth Fraser said, because I made a real effort, I realized how much my sister really loved me, and I was able to receive her love. Relationships are so precious. I had misunderstood so much. That is so right. Like, I feel that was like one of the big things when I was telling you about that person who said that thing to my husband. It was a total misunderstanding. Like, he thought he was being complimentary, and I thought he was being sexist. And then we, came to understanding, right? Or like if you have a sibling, this one, let's see, do I want to hang that one off? I might want to hang this one off, or I'll start a new one for this one. This one will be really cool. So I might just put that one here with a little gold. Ooh, I think, let's do that. So let me just check here. Yeah, I'm going to do this one with a little gold. And I'm going to be lazy for a minute real quick. And I'm not going to outline. I'm just going to cut. Because you can do that too, so long as you don't cut your template. Believe me, I've done it before. You cut the template and then you're like, oh no. There we go. And then I have this one. Like so. And make this. Then I'm just going to add a little gold to that one. So I'm just here making my Christmas tags for this year with you guys during our tag challenge. The tag challenge. I hope you guys will share your tags. It'd be cool if you put them on gifts and then we could see what they look like on gifts, right? It'd be really cool if you have any white Christmas bags. You can paint them with the geometric colors and make everything matchy. That would be really cool. But I'm going to put this here like so. And then I'm going to grab that gold real quick. This is an iridescent gold, it says. Maybe I should test it first. I might not like it. Let's see. Oh no, I like it. This is golden, iridescent gold. I purchased that years ago and it's still good. Isn't that nice when you buy stuff that lasts? I think what I'll do is I'll do little dots on this one. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That is super pretty. Look how pretty that is. Oh, I just love that. I just can't stop now. Now I got to go do all kinds of dots. But yeah, I was having a conversation with my sister a while ago, and she was saying that she had thought something and thought, I think we were talking about how when I left home, I didn't want anything from my parents after I left, so I didn't ask them for anything. And she had thought that I had received more than her or something. I don't know what it was, but she had an impression. And after I told her the truth, I said, no, when I left, Mom and Dad didn't pay for my wedding. I didn't ask for anything. I wanted to be on my own. I wanted to be independent. I didn't want them to help with anything. Then she was like, oh, I didn't know that. Well, you weren't supposed to know. But you weren't supposed to hold that against me if you didn't know. So it's just kind of funny. Just the misunderstandings that we can have, or the misconceptions that people think they don't even know the truth. And so I talked to her and I said, well, just if you want to know, just ask. You don't have to worry about, my feelings. If you're curious, I'm pretty transparent. I'll tell you. what I think, or I'll tell you what's going on. This is really pretty. Look how pretty and shimmery this gold is. I'm probably going to mess it up somehow, but look how pretty that is. That's a really pretty gold. So that's going to have to dry before I can put my twine through it, but I thought that was really pretty. And maybe I overdid it with the dots, but I don't care because I get so excited. I don't mind overdoing things, and I'm just going to put it on a tag and hopefully not have to fish it out of the garbage. So yeah. Oh, Debs. Okay, no worries, hun. Oh, look, Lori joined us. Hey, Lori. Good to see you. Good to see you. We're just here working in on our tags this month in our group. And I'm answering any questions that you guys have. I think I talk more in the video more about Mary. I believe I do. So if you guys want to check out the video for the challenge, feel free. Because I talk a little bit about, I believe I talk a little bit about how difficult it must have been for her during this time. Ooh, I like this one. Okay, so I'm going to glue that down right here. I'm just using a glue stick for the glue. And then we're going to wrap up here in just a few moments because we are at an hour already. But how have you guys been enjoying the new Faith Inspirations? Do you find that the website is easy to get to? Are you able to get to your printables pretty easy without much effort? For Faith Inspirations, I wanted to choose a different company than the companies I had used for Momentum. So I used a totally different company to support Faith Inspirations, and I feel like you guys are able to get on there pretty easily. I'm just going to add a little bit of paint to the edge of this. So I'm just edging the edge. I'm just creating a little bit of an edge in the gold, and it's kind of a rough one because I'm just taking my brush and just swiping it on the side like that. And I think that is creating kind of a beautiful gold shimmery edge, but also not perfect. I like my stuff to look handmade. I don't want it to look like the computer generated it. So I like the roughness of my paint strokes. I mean, it looks handmade, and I think that's beautiful. Look how pretty that is. Okay, so I'm going to put that one aside. Let that one dry. Then I can add my ribbons to it in just a moment. So this is dry finally. I can put this one on as well. Sparkles are hard to resist. Elizabeth, you're so right. You're so right. Yeah, Harleen says she's dot happy. It's just like when I find a color that I love and it just makes me smile, I just keep doing it. I don't mind. There, I'm going to put that like that. It just looks so cool. So, like Shellen was saying, that some of the printables from the Momentum Bible Journaling Kit this month, she said that they were just making her smile and so happy. The donut one that she was talking about in her live, I was like, yes. Who doesn't want a donut that looks like a Christmas donut in their Bibles? Like, absolutely sign me up for that big size donut in my Bible. And then the play on words, do not forget the reason for the season. I just thought it was hilarious. Sometimes when we create these kits, half the fun is creating them. And half of the fun is seeing what you guys create out of them. But sometimes I'll just smile when the Holy Spirit kind of gives me a chuckle sometimes. I enjoy it. So I appreciate the time that we get to spend together during these lives in Momentum or during Faith Inspirations, all the things that we get to do together as a family of believers. It just makes me smile. And I just love it. That's why I can sit here and just do Faith Inspirations with you guys for over an hour. Because we're just having time, fun together, worshiping the Lord, right? Considering the verse and considering relationships and considering how we as Christians can build and mend relationships during this time. And it's just, what a blessing we have. What a blessing we have. It's just so cool. Okay, I'm not going to go dot happy with this, but I'll be done. I'll be done. All right, let's see if I don't know if any more of these will fit. Yeah, that one will fit, but that one will fit almost the entire bookmark. So this one might not get one. So maybe for this one, instead of using the ephemera, I'll grab some of the, the word fetty. Ooh, yeah, let's do the word fetty. I love the word fetty. I love this one here. Word fetty is probably one of my favorite things that we do at Bible Journaling Ministries. We do the word fetty with almost every kit because it just makes it so easy to use sometimes. Where does this one go? Yeah, that one goes there. I think, let's see. On this day, the world changed. I could do that like that. That would be cool. Or I could do that on this one here. Or I could do it on this one here. Yep. It belongs to this one. It only belongs to that one because I said it just now, but I didn't design it like that. On this day, the world changed. And I think what I'll do with these tags is I have a little library in front of my house. I think I'm just going to throw them in a little jar in the library and see if anybody takes them. These little hand-painted tags. See if anybody likes them. Maybe I should sign them like artist cards, right? I can sign my signature and be like, oh, these are so precious. You need to have these and give them to your friends and family. I think I'll do that. Oh, let's see. I think this one's just going to be Merry Christmas. Wouldn't that be fun? Like for someone to come up to my box and see these selection of tags, and like maybe they would be so excited to get some handmade tags for Christmas to give away. I don't know. I'd be excited about it. I would definitely take one. This one's just going to say Merry Christmas. But for the little library this month, I went to the Goodwill and I bought some Christmas books to put out there. So I'll be putting those out this weekend. And I got a bunch of little baby books too because I was running short on kids books. I have a bunch of older, adult type books, but I was running short on kiddie books. Those are hard to come by, honestly, getting the children's books to put in the little library. But anyways, I'm going to put this tag on here. Oh, another thing I've been doing. Let's see. Let's see what questions that you guys have. Arlene says, is it possible to get color page style options for the challenge for those who do not have a colored printer? Color page style options. What does that mean, Arlene? The last tag you completed is lovely. Thank you. Arlene, can you expand a little bit on about what you're looking for? I don't think I quite understand what you're looking for. There we go. I'm going to do some gold circles because this one seems a little bit blank. So And I can use the rest of my gold up. But I really like this gold. So if you guys are looking for a gold, a nice shimmery gold paint, that golden, this golden iridescent deep fluid, this is a fluid acrylic paint, is very lovely. And I think I will sign these as well. I think if I sign them, somebody might think they're precious. So I'll put my little initials here. Sometimes if you put a signature on something, people think it's really awesome. There we go. Oh, you mean a coloring page? But we're gonna get the coloring pages. You're gonna get that. You're gonna get the coloring image next month during your for the mega kit. Is that what you're looking for? They don't have color on them right now because these are the mini. I mean, they have color ones right now because that's the mini challenge. But I don't know if I could just make the something like this black and white, but I will consider it. So thank you for your suggestion, for sure. So, but if okay, so you're saying you're printing them in grayscale, and you want to color over them. Yeah, if you're printing in grayscale, you're saying your markers aren't doing it for you. Yeah. I like to use colored pencils. Have you tried the color pencils yet? To see if that might be better. So let me show you in just a minute. Let me finish this up. For those of you guys who have joined me, I appreciate you. I'm so glad that you're here, and may you have a very Merry Christmas. I'm just going to wrap this up, and then I'm going to test out some pencils with Arlene to see if it might make her smile. Let's see. Okay, so here are my little tags. These are the ones that I did during our live, and I'm going to put them out in my little library for somebody to grab for Christmas. Maybe, you know what I'll do? I'll put them in the books, and then they'll be like a bonus. You get a free book, and then you get a bonus tag with it. And then they'll be like, oh, wow, it's a bonus. It's a bonus. Maybe they'll come back to the little library, you know, and keep coming back and tell their friends. Because we like the little library if people are going to use it. And I always put a Bible out there. Usually I get them from the Dollar Tree, but there's usually one out there in case anyone doesn't have one. They can come by and get one out of my little library. And I get so excited when they do that, and I tally it too. I make sure that I write down that somebody got one of those free Bibles. So there's them. There they are. Okay. If you have any more questions, thank you so much. Thank you so much. See you later, Sue. Thank you, Jody. It's probably the gold. But yeah, how fun would this be, right? So I'm going to put those in the little library books. And Adele, let's see, Arlene had some questions. So Arlene, let me grab a quick book for you and we'll look at it together. Hold on. Okay. Okay, these are... Let me grab some colored pencils and we'll work on it together. Okay. I like the colored pencils with the grayscale. So if you're printing grayscale, I like using the colored pencils. I use a soft core color pencil. So these are Prismacolor Premier. These are the drafts of my latest book that was released, 30 Days of Bible Journaling. And they have grayscale colored pictures, so we can work on it together. So something like this, grayscale, it's got a little bit of shading in it. I love the shading in this because I think it helps because you only have to really use one color. You don't have to keep getting other colors. So Arlene, I hope this is what you're asking in terms of questions. And if I missed the mark on what you're truly asking, I apologize. It sometimes is a little hard to, understand what people are looking for. So I'll just come in with my color pencil right quick. And I'm just shading in. I usually, when I do my color pencils, I like to kind of be light-handed, and then if I need to come through again, I will. And I like to be light-handed and apply layers on layers, but because these are grayscale, I don't need to do that because the shading will come in that darker gray. So you can see, if I'm just coming through here with my pencil, you can see some of the shading. Can I zoom in at all? Okay. You can see some of the shading makes that brown a little bit darker where that grayscale color is. So that's why I love to use pencils with the grayscale black and whites. But let me see, do you have any more questions? Oh, you said you didn't know there was a way to make the colors gray. Yeah, you just print in grayscale. Yeah, so, oh, your printer turns the color black. No, yeah, so there's a selection in your printer. Well, hopefully, at least there are in mine. You can print black and white, or you can print in grayscale. And I love the grayscale because you get all the shading, and then you can just apply a little color to the top of it, and you can see, like even in this area here where it's a little bit darker, this is all the same color I'm using, but you're seeing variations in it because of the grayscale coming through in the back. So hopefully this was helpful. Arlene, maybe you learned a little something, hopefully. Hopefully you did. Okay, so let's see, are there any more questions that you guys have? I think I've gone through all the questions so far. We did the challenge together. I've answered, hopefully, Arlene's questions about coloring in black and white. So I think we're done for today. Wasn't that fun? I enjoyed our time. I found this mini challenge to be very simple and easy to do this month. So I hope that you found it to be easy to do, and I hope that you will do yours. And it'll be easy, right? So you don't have to worry about it, and you can just get it done before you get too crazy this month. So I guess I'll see you on the 29th, hopefully. Okay? Hope that you can make it. All right, you guys. I will talk to you later, and have a Merry Christmas. Love you guys.